hello, people. Hello, hello. I'm a little late, but I put up a video before I came into the live. I wanted to do that first, and I'll probably start doing that from now on. I hope you all are good. This is Authentic Epic Boom. Hey, 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 peoples. I hope you're doing well. I'm doing okay. Sleepy, but I'm okay. Here to talk to you and see what's going on with you. Hi, Chris. How are you, honey? What's new? What's going on? What is up with you? You good? What you up to? Tell me, tell me. What are you up to? Well, congratulations. Did you graduate this week? Hey, Fireblaze Jackie, how are you? Okay. I put up a video first before I went live. That's why. Okay, cool. How are you? Well, congratulations. Hi, Nikki. I'm good. How are you? You guys say congratulations to Chris. He just graduated high school. I'm so proud of you. Yay. Yay, yay, yay. So, so proud of you. That is absolutely great. That is good. So what are you all up to today? Nikki, Fireblaze, Jackie, Chris, what's going on? Thank you for the one thumbs up. Appreciate it. Really, really appreciate it. What's going on, people, for this Sunday? I'm craving food I can't even have right now, y'all, to be honest. Because the spot I want to go to is closed today. And I want some crab fries so bad. You want a grinder? Oh, it's okay. They'll be open up tomorrow and I'm off. So I'm going to go there. But yeah, I was kind of craving, kind of hoping. But I'm going to just eat something here or whatnot. You said you want a grinder? From where? Fireblaze Jackie. From where? I'll probably go live tomorrow too, y'all, for the holiday. I'm thinking about doing more lives than anything else. That's my plan. Oh, that's what's up. What y'all making over there, Nikki? Tell me, tell me. What y'all doing over there? What y'all making? That sounds good. I'm not even craving barbecue, to be honest. I know I'm gonna be cleaning up tomorrow, but I'm just gonna give me something to eat. That's about it. What y'all been doing today? Today I did a little bit of cleaning. I got to do some more, but I went to Ulta Beauty Supply. I wanted to see what kind of lashes they had, and I got some lashes. I got some lipstick. I got some brow gel. That's pretty popular. I don't see any difference from the one I usually use. I'm gonna take that back. And I got a lipstick and another brow gel. Yeah. So after that, I went to Target and got a lot of stuff I needed, and got back here. 5 lawsuits. Oh my God, no, I ain't heard nothing about that. Oh, but it's raining. I understand. Who wants to go out in that? Hey, Janika girl, how are you? Oh yeah, that lady. I didn't know it was 5 people, but I heard a lady has brain damage because of that doctor. I didn't know it was 5 people. Wow, that's horrible. That's horrible. How you doing, Janika? What's going on? Okay. Well, you guys, I just put up a video and I titled it "That's Tough," and I want to talk to y'all about that. And I want to talk to y'all regarding the video I saw that had me think about that, because I talk about different stuff. Y'all know I'll get in my feelings and tell y'all what's going on. I'm doing okay, sleepy, but I'm okay. I'm gonna talk to y'all for probably like an hour and a half or something like that. Okay, this is what's going on. All right. I was watching T Spill. Mango Tea. Let me see who else. Martin Lewis. Um, Here for the Tea or whatnot. And it was a video about a girl named Michaela. Actually, let me back up some because I watched so Illuminati, I watched Yo Rage, and stuff like that. So I was watching So Illuminati. To me, he looked like the fucking predator. I don't know. I like his video. I think he's interesting, or whatnot. So I was watching one of his videos, and he said a YouTuber reached out to him. Now Nate Life, little Michaela. Nah, she don't spell it like that. I think we're talking about a different Michaela. She don't go by Lil. She just go by Michaela. She's Nate Life's girlfriend. Well, now ex-girlfriend or whatever. So she has her own channel, or whatnot. And what's interesting, the video he put up, he was just saying how she was texting him, like she started to DM him because she wanted to start a Twitch account, but her boyfriend wouldn't help her with that for some odd reason or another. He wouldn't help her with it, but he does have a lot of people around him, like friends and stuff, that would probably help her. So I don't understand why she didn't ask them, or maybe she didn't feel the need to ask him, because you should be able to ask your boyfriend something and get an answer. So she asked this popular YouTuber, So Illuminati. So I noticed with Nate something. It's like supposedly he broke up with her because she reached out to this YouTuber. So my video of That's Tough was kind of about that, because my thing is, it's crazy how people get into relationships and there seems to be any trust. So she can't reach out to other YouTubers. There's so many YouTubers that collaborate and network. So you can't trust your girl enough to be around another dude without you being that fucking insecure. I just feel like insecurity is gonna lead to breakups, and it sounds like he's, from what I've seen on her channel, what Illuminati said and stuff like that. Hi, Bird, how are you? What's going on? From what I've seen on Nate's channel, they do a lot of pranks, and I can't stand pranks. I'm tired of pranks. I'm so tired of pranks. I'm not even about that life, to each his own. I don't like pranks. Some challenges can be cool, but what I don't understand is, if you got a girl, guy, whoever you fucking with, where's the trust? Isn't that supposed to be number one in a relationship along with communication? So you're going to literally break up with somebody because she's been DM'd somebody that's been helping her with Twitch. He's even showed the conversation. Everything was guarding Twitch, how you started Twitch and stuff like that. And she was talking about her relationship with him. It was never about them getting together, whatever else. Happy Saturday to you too. It wasn't nothing like that. It was just basically about Twitch. So my thing is, how do you be in a relationship with somebody and you just completely don't trust them? And you got an issue with them talking to another YouTuber when you one yourself. Shouldn't you trust them enough to be able to talk and be around other people without it being an issue, and you want to break up with them every 5 minutes? I don't understand shit like that. I don't understand that. I don't understand people like Ty from Taylor Goods. I like the Taylor Girls. I like their music. I just listened to their new song called 1%. That's lit. But I just feel like some people need to grow up. Some people young and need to grow up, but some people just do foul shit because they do. I don't understand being in a relationship with somebody and you putting out a diss track on them. What the hell is that about? How is that still a relationship? Isn't a relationship over by this point in time? If you putting a diss track on somebody, how do you come back from that? How? What is there to come back from? Because if you going that far to say how you feel about somebody, to me the relationship is over, like super over. I don't understand. I don't get that for the life of me. I just think that's crazy. All this insecurity and whatnot, and relationship goals people have, people breaking up, like um Aju's Love. Oh, it's a birthday cookout. Okay, cool. You still ain't told me what's on the menu at all. Thank you for the 3 thumbs up. So I don't understand stuff like that. I just be feeling like I probably should do a separate video on Aju's Love, but I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna do that. I don't know. It just seems like sometimes people are in relationships because they lonely, just to say they have somebody, they don't know their worth, they willing to settle for anything, and just deal with anything. This girl is talking about committing suicide. She's so in love with him, but at the same time, it's like she has to know her worth. I wouldn't keep going back and forth, breaking up with somebody, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, or keep getting back in a relationship with somebody that doesn't trust me. If you don't trust them and they can't show you can eventually trust them, what is the point? Oh, okay. I see what you're saying, Nikki. So I just feel like, what's the point of that? Why be in a relationship if you're unhappy? There's so many people unhappy. First thing they'll be like, my husband, you know what I'm saying, my wife, my fiance, and stuff like that, but they are so unhappy. But just the fact that they're a couple makes them, you know what I'm saying? The fact that they're a couple, they feel like makes them in a different lane. I notice people do that because it's interesting to me how many people I thought about or I know. For plain example, one of my mom's friends is in a relationship. Sorry, she's married. She's married. She's always my husband, my husband, my husband. People love to throw out that word like people don't have names, and you know what I'm saying? Like they're not used to having a husband, but they just like to throw it out there to brag. He doesn't go anywhere with her. They don't have any memories. They live in a house like roommates. So even though you got a husband, you know what I'm saying? I just feel like, you know, yes, death do you part. We think about our vows, but we're supposed to make memories and do things, and not just seem like you know what I'm saying, like a robotic, roommate couple. A lot of people are in relationships and they're just not happy. They're the first one not to leave because they don't want to be stuck with nobody else. They're afraid to be with somebody else. A lot of them don't want to be with somebody else because they're afraid to be alone. There's a lot of desperate stuff going on. What's my opinions on sugar mamas? You get what you pay for. That's one way to look at it, because it's like if you're gonna be with somebody for them to take care of your bills and stuff like that, you're gonna pay for it in one way or another. You know, I notice people that do that, and people I know that know. Hey, Ashanti. Hi, Miss Ashanti. How are you? I'm okay. What I've noticed is you wind up paying for it in the long run when it comes to somebody being a sugar mama or sugar daddy or whatever. It's certain things you can't do anymore. There's restrictions on what you can do because there's other ways you're paying for what they're doing for you. You know, sometimes they bring it up in your face or whatnot. You know, it's restrictions on what you can do, how you can do it. It just depends on the person. I'm always keep it real. I give you a plain example. And I don't give a fuck who gets mad about this. My dad. My dad has a support group of women that take care of him. And that's just what it is. But I notice if I call him, and we don't speak like that at all. I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying, for when I have spoke to him. When I call him, he won't answer the phone after a certain time. That means you're paying for whatever the fuck somebody's doing for you. You have restrictions on your life as grown as you are. You can't pick up the phone because of somebody else and what they're doing for you. So I don't want them kind of limitations on my life. I'd rather take care of me, do what I need to do for me, or I just won't have, period. Because one way or another, they pay for it. Some people get to the point where, if they break up, they want to take back everything, the Indian givers, they want to take back everything they've done for you, and now you stuck. So if you completely focus on them and depending on them, what does that leave you when it comes to your bills and what you got to do for yourself? That's why the first one you need to love is you. You know what I mean? Be dependent on you. Have your own back. You should be your own BFF. I'm my own BFF. I feel like I'm not in a relationship for a reason because there's a lot to assess out there. Nobody's gonna be perfect, but there's a lot to assess. And I don't give a fuck how cute you are, how fine, how sexy you are. I don't give a fuck about none of that. Where's your mind frame? Where are you going in your life? What plans do you have? You understand what I'm saying? I think a lot of times we think people are attractive, but we feel like we got to deal with so much that we tend to ignore the red flags. I'm too old to ignore them. Exactly, but a lot of people do look for a handout. That's the problem. Think about what Carly B. I like Carly B, but some of the shit she said, she be on some fuck shit, and that's just what it is. I love her, but she be on some fuck shit. She on some ignorant shit. She got this dumbass mentality when it comes to a lot of things. You're telling young girls, impressionable people, people that admire you, oh, if you know what I'm saying, if you don't work, just go out there and get a sugar daddy. She said this recently. No, he loves to cheat on her. But see, she allows it. And if she love it, I love it for her. Because he's going to keep cheating. His sex tape came out. You know what I'm saying? That was on his phone. It don't get no worse than that. To me, that's an ultimate betrayal. But she's going to deal with that no matter what. But I just feel like if that's what you want to deal with, and people are looking up to you, whether it's grown women or kids, don't tell nobody to go out there and just get a sugar daddy and go to school, or just get a sugar daddy and have somebody take care of you. You'll pay for it in the long run. That's how it always works. He don't give a shit about her. But I feel like the ignorance is bliss. That's why they're together. You know, that's just what it is. Like I said, I like her, but I don't like a lot of stuff she say. I'll be like, what the hell's wrong with you? You know what? I've noticed she's been doing that lately. I don't know if it's beyond a pregnancy, because even before she was pregnant, she was doing that. She hasn't learned to ignore it. And I can understand, even lately, Jason Derulo responded, clapped back at somebody. Nicki Minaj has been clapping back at somebody. And I feel like they feel like a lot of us feel. You get tired of ignoring stuff, and people need to, you know what I'm saying, be put in a place. Sometimes it's like that. But she's so insecure and she gets tired of it. I think that she's worried about the people that don't like her. I can't really speak for her, but that's what it seems to be. She doesn't learn to ignore it. It's beyond being young. Every time somebody says something, she has something to say. Hi, my kiddo too. How are you? Absolutely. She has some growing up to do. She's very young. What is she, like 25? Yeah, she do need to grow up. Oh yeah, that song, yeah, Offset. That's like the hook. Offset, Offset. I'm glad you're doing good. And she just got a lot of growing up to do, you know. Hey, ain't no way. How you doing? What's going on? You know what kills me about her too? Is because not only does she clap back, she'll clap back, leave it up there for a couple of seconds, and then delete everything. She left Instagram and came back. It's like you came back to be messy and to delete stuff. What is the? I don't get it. I don't understand. I don't get her at all. I don't know. I don't really get that. Good. I'm glad to hear that. Ain't no way. We in here talking about Carly B and relationship. I just feel like no relationship is gonna be perfect. Absolutely, a lot of fools and a lot of yes men are getting paid just to say whatever they need to say to her. She needs some real grounded people that's gonna just let her know what it is. But I feel like with the gang banging that she's still doing and all of that, she it's a lot she needs to calm down. But she has to learn that in time. She has to. Hopefully, she'll learn that because a lot of times lepers won't change their spot, and some people just don't know when to how to grow. I'm not that same person I was in my 20s. And if that's the case, that y'all won't be talking to me now because I feel like growth gives you maturity that a lot of people don't actually. It comes automatic on GP, in other words, general principle. To me in life, when you grow and when you see things and you reflect and say, hey, I made that mistake, I can look back on it and I don't have to do it again. There's some growth there. When you're the type of person that be like, I made a mistake, I apologize. That's being grown there. There's some people that don't grow and they stay stuck in this pattern. She claps back at everything she say. I used to get to the point where I would clap back at some stuff, but half of the stuff on here no more, I just block them. Say what you want, because people gonna have a damn opinion regardless. Very ignorant, absolutely, Chris. Yeah, that's true. But some people still look at Carly B as the girl that was a stripper on Love and Hip Hop. They can't see her beyond that because that's their stupid mind frame and that's where they're stuck at. And a lot of that is jealousy. She does, my kiddo too. Absolutely, she needs media training. But where's her publicist and all of that? They should be handling that and dealing with some her tweets and stuff like that. But I don't think there's somebody doing that. Chris, you're right. Yeah, you're right. Absolutely. Yeah, I just feel like, she should be concentrating at 7 months pregnant on having her baby, my kiddo too. I think you're right. But it's so much going on. And one thing that I saw that was very disturbing, and I don't know exactly, so that means she needs to change her team, my kiddo too. She actually needs to change her team. If your publicist and your manager and the people around you is just as ghetto as you and you don't know how to switch things up or know how to deal with people, there's time for a change. But she may not see that because all she sees is, I need to go off on them. You know what? Sometimes you're a product of your parents. That's a possibility, Fireblaze, Jackie. Absolutely. Oh, I'm definitely happy for her. She just has a lot she has to learn. Marklin McCleary, hi. You know what? They attack like they're fans. Absolutely. A lot of them do. I think some people get tired of all the clapback and opinions and stuff like that. Now, let me tell you about one video I saw. I don't know if anybody in here saw this. She does respond to complete strangers. You know, she does. She does. I used to do the same thing too, because I used to be like, who are you talking to like that? I just feel like there's a way to approach somebody. People always gonna have an opinion, but some people just go too far and they get too disrespectful, threatening people's lives and everything like that. I saw a video about Cardi B that was very disturbing. It really bothered me on YouTube. And it was this lady trying to get in the store to fight her. You see how pregnant she is. Cardi B was saying something to her like, I don't have an issue with you. I don't know what your problem is. But the lady was like, fuck you, bitch. Come outside, come outside. So the security was in front of her and she could tell she had just approached, she was in a store. It was like a jewelry store or something. And that's the problems I have. Because stuff like that, how much of that's going to be ignored? What if she didn't have security with her? You going to really try to fight a pregnant woman? Like, seriously? And this is an older lady that was going off and acting stupid. So it's not just about being young. It's about where your mind frame is. She needs to relax, but these other people need to relax too, because you should not be approaching a pregnant woman trying to fight her. And it was over something stupid, but my thing is a lot of people want fame. They want clout. They want to get attention so they can blow up too, and that's not the way to do it. Yeah, she exactly. My kiddo too. Right. She was at the. I didn't know what store. I knew it was a jewelry store. Thank you, Louis Vuitton store. So it was like, you're gonna try to fight a pregnant woman. You know that means that you have no morals, no value, no soul. Okay, to actually do something like that. She is clearly pregnant, and you're trying to fight her. Crazy. And what about the dude that wanted an autograph that went too far with his words? What did Offset do? He was like, man, keep talking, you're gonna get your ass beat. Next thing you know, his ass get jumped. He was in the hospital. Now he's suing them both. I guess he was nagging them over an autograph. But my thing is, I would have asked for one and left it alone. But nobody should be getting jumped. So I don't like the mentality that the Migos have when it comes to the way they deal with things too. They're a part of the problem. It seems like they're forever trying to jump some damn body. That is not cute. That's not cool. And how far will you go with that? And I also have an issue with them being homophobic. So I don't listen to their music like that anymore. If I hear it on YouTube or the radio, if it's a song I already have, so be it. But will I buy anything new? Absolutely not. Yeah, they automatically come with certain levels of hate. Absolutely. Just like with Kaya. Kaya always says fuck Ashanti, fuck you know, she got a problem with Beyonce. She has a problem damn with everybody. Oh yeah, matter of fact, they had a performance with ooh, what's her name? And I love her music. Katy Perry. And they didn't want to get on stage with her because of the, you know, the trans girls that was up there with her. So that became a problem. This was like, I think earlier this year or late last year. So I was like, oh no, that's a problem. Performing with somebody on stage is gonna make you uncomfortable. What, you want to touch them? What's the issue? No, Fireblaze Jackie. Beyonce didn't do anything to Kaya. Neither did Janet Jackson, from what I know. Neither did T.S. Madison. Neither did a lot of these people, but she has so much to say. Exactly. She's jealous. I think Katrina too. My kiddo too. Very jealous. Very, very jealous. Very jealous. And I feel like you got to be a special kind of man to marry her, because last weekend I mentioned to you guys that Kaya got married in Mexico to her long-term boyfriend. He must be a special type of man to deal with all that kind of ratchet crazy that she got going on. I wouldn't trust her as far as I can throw her, because for you to switch up on somebody that's in the community, but now you got a problem with gay people, him and wannabe she's and all these disrespectful terms she used, but you was sitting your monkey looking face there with her making that money. I don't like people like that, because if you've got a real issue with her, if you real, then stay away from her. Keep your goddamn distance. It shouldn't be about making money if you got that much problems with our LGBTQ community. Stay away. Make your money on your own. Because I feel like she revived who the hell she was. A lot of people said, "Oh, she already had a blogging. She was already blogging." I had no idea. My neck and my back was the last thing I heard. And then recently, when she was still on, when her and T.S. Madison had a show, I saw an episode of Rap Supreme where she was trying to get back into the rap industry, and it was MC Search, it was Yo-Yo as a judge, and something else, and she trying to find a young ass girl that was like, oh, I thought she was one of the judges, but she trying to get put on. So they got into it. Yes, absolutely, Fireblaze Jackie, she does. You think she's calmed down? You think Kaya's calmed down? I don't. You think so? Now Michelle, I find her interesting. I really, really do. I only knew about her because Uncle Dineva got into it in the video she showed about how the house was left, what he talked about. Other than that, I had no idea who she was. Well, if you feel like she's calmed down, that's good. I just feel like it's a way to deal with things and to leave things. What if my thing is, I thought they were friends, and sometimes people will let you know we're not friends. Let me remind you how much we're not friends right now. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I just feel like karma. Karma comes around 364, and it's not, to the point where it's like, okay, it's none and void for you. Karma will hit us all when you do somebody wrong. You can't live your life right trying to do somebody wrong. And she was doing a lot wrong on purpose. And she owed people money. There's people suing her. There's people that's banned her from places. There's people that don't want to work with her at all. The more and more I see on Instagram. So some people just don't grow up at all. Absolutely not. And Michelle, AT Alien, I saw a video and all I could do was laugh because they did like a side by side, and she looks so much like Gary Coleman. It's not fucking funny. God rest his soul, but she really do. Really? Oh, we talking about AT Alien, or are you talking about Kaya, Chris? Wow, I didn't know that. Ooh, I didn't know that. Hi, peace, love, and justice. How are you? But it's true. Once I saw that video, I was like, oh my God, she does. God rest his soul. She looks just like Gary Coleman. Like for real, for real. We all got a twin in this world. And I was like, holy Lord. She really looked like him. And I forgot who video it was, but I clicked on it so fast because I was like, damn, she's his twin. Like for real, his twin. I'm doing pretty good. A little sleepy, but good. She looked like Gary Coleman for real, for real. I'm saying that to be funny, but but at the same time, this shit is true. I forgot who video it was, and they did a side by side. Like, damn, she really do look like him. She do, like for real, for real. We all got a twin. I swear. Let her cut off her hair, and there it is. There it is. You said Carly B versus Nikki? Okay. I'm dead serious though. That is too much. Yeah. They definitely need to calm down. It's just too much going on. Too much going on. Too much. I don't get it. Absolutely. Go to therapy. It works. Some people feel like therapy is taboo. They want to ignore it. They feel like oh, I'm not crazy. Everybody got issues. Whose mind and body is perfect? We all have issues that we need to deal with. Nobody's perfect. Unless you're the man up above, I don't see that happening. Damn, I want some crab fries and they closed today, y'all. I was hoping to get my yum yum on with that because I am not going to be cooking this weekend or Monday. And I'm not even, I don't want no barbecue. I just had barbecue not too long ago. Therapy to me is a good option. This is why I think therapy, because I've been in therapy several times. Shit, I probably need to go now. But I think therapy is not only therapeutic for you, that's a space for you to work out your issues. There's no judgments in there. It's a space for you to unwind and talk about what's going on in your life. It's a space for you to, assess change, work through your issues, and it's just about you. And it's confidential. You don't have to worry about somebody giving you sidebars on who you are. That space is for you to deal with you. And you never know what may come up that you didn't remember, what could fester that you need to work on, how you can have so many aha moments and breakthroughs. I think therapy is a beautiful thing with the right therapist. And you grow as a person from that. Oh, that's cool, Fireblaze Jackie. What are you making tomorrow? Chris, are you laughing because I want some crab fries and I can't get them? I got some stuff here to eat, but I don't want nothing to eat here. Nothing. What am I going to eat? What I'm thinking of is not close. And that's beautiful. Do you feel like it worked for you? What's your feelings on that? And I got a question for everybody. Has anybody, because maybe y'all forgot, because I need for y'all to tell me when y'all see it, to drop me a comment or something, whether it's on this video or later on. If you see my Orajel commercial and you're watching this later or you in this live, please leave me a message in the comment section, please. It just, all right, thank you. I appreciate that. Well, Marcolyn, I feel like there is going to always be a back and forth with that. You said no, no question? Okay. Can you elaborate on no question? I don't know about you guys, but personally, I I like a few songs on Carly B's new album. And as far as Nicki's song, I like them both, especially Chung Lee. I think they're lit. Oh my goodness. Absolutely. It's a space for you. There's no judgments. There's no family in your business, no friends. No, you know what I'm saying? Your girlfriend, boyfriend, whoever you're dealing with or not. It's a space to say, you know what? I have issues. I can dig as far back in my life as I want to and think about the things that I might have suppressed, what I need to fix, what I work on. I mean, it's done a lot for me because when I was in my 20s, I remember I was going to therapy, and I was going to therapy, and I was around like 27 years old. And one of the issues I actually had, I was very insecure about myself. I never thought I was pretty. I had pretty moments, is what I used to call it. I never thought I was pretty. Um, I always thought I was less than a woman. I didn't think I was a woman until I was 27. I started going to therapy. My therapist at the time, he was a really great guy. He used to tell me to do mirror work, like stand in a mirror and, tell yourself you're pretty, say things that you like about yourself. I grew up in a house where it was constantly said or said around me or was said constantly around me, I noticed that a woman that doesn't have kids is less than a woman. And with all the stuff that I used to go through once a month, and having a period at 10 years old, and going through hell and can't go to school for 3, 4 days, monthly, and everything I used to go through, I didn't want to have no kids. That was the last thing on my mind. Motherly instincts and all, I didn't care about that because I was in so much pain. So I used to really feel like I wasn't a woman. And when you hear this from family, not friends, but family, it does have a toll, especially on a impressionable, 15 and 16-year-old, what I was at the time when I kept hearing that. Y'all hear that? People driving crazy? Oh, Lord. Do y'all hear that? I don't know if y'all can hear that or not. Sound like somebody popping willies or something. I don't know, weird. Anyway, so I used to feel, I used to feel like that. So that is, to me, is when kids are young, when you're a teenager, you're impressionable. I don't care what nobody says. You're impressionable when you're a teenager, junior high, elementary, and the people that are around you, parents, cousins, family members, when they say stuff like that, it is impressionable. So until I went to therapy, I always felt like I'm less than a woman. That's not fair for me to have to feel like that. So through that, it helped me feel a little bit more confident. I started feeling like, okay, I'm not ugly. Not that I thought I was the ugliest person in the world, but I've always been insecure. I remember even in elementary thinking, knowing that I felt like I had low self-esteem, low self-confidence. I could be around you and talk about myself, like, oh, flat face, this and that. I would talk about myself. And sometimes I would get in relationships and be like, well, why does that person want to be with me? Not to think, what I'm saying, they might like the way I look or something like that, but they're attractive. Why they want to be with me? This is what I used to say to myself. But you can't tell me nothing now because I'm confident. My thing is, I look at myself and I feel like no matter what somebody say, I'm pretty. And I'm proud to say that because it took me so long to be able to get there and say, I'm pretty. And it's not just this. It's here too. Because I have a good inside. I work on myself. I am a sponge that's constantly absorbing life. I make mistakes, and I try to correct them. But I am pretty in here. So that's what's more important. And then you'll automatically have a halo in your face. You'll automatically be beautiful outside. To me, it starts in here. Okay, it cut you off. Marklin, can you say the rest of that? I completely disagree with you. I completely disagree with you because what I just said was very negative. What I just said was very, very unnecessary to say in front of an impressionable kid. There's a thing called mental abuse, physical abuse, and emotional abuse. Now, if you feel like that's okay for somebody to damage you here and make your insides fucked up, because when it comes to family, it starts off. I seen a commercial. Things are impressionable. You're an impressionable kid. I don't care what nobody says. We're on 2 different pages with that. Yes, it does. I absolutely agree. I don't believe it. I feel like you're a product of your parents. And whatever you go through as a kid, it does affect you as an adult. So what family says it to you negatively, it will have an effect. Absolutely, it will have an effect. So when you're saying something like that, I felt like that because of what I was told. Other people feel the way they feel because of what they told, what they accessed, and what they grew up knowing. Because that's all they knew because they were growing up about family. We're not talking about corrective criticism. We're saying somebody saying something negative to where it's affecting you. And it's coming from family. It's not coming from anybody else. So I don't agree with that. Yes, you're a product of your environment. You're a product of your parents. It depends on how you were raised. So I don't agree with that. But that's not what you said. So let me make something very clear. I don't mind having a conversation with you, and trust me, I'm super sarcastic and I'm very blunt. But you saying I didn't get the memo. That's not what you typed. So why don't you go reread and reevaluate what you said, because that's not what you said to me, Marklin. That's not what you said at all. Now you're switching it up. You know, you ever heard of that phrase called backpedaling? That's not exactly what you said. That's not what you said at all. So did you get that memo? Because you're switching it up now. So you can't say something like that to me when you didn't make it clear, when you didn't, you're elaborating it and changing it around. So don't tell me you know what I'm saying, I didn't get the memo when you didn't get your words straight and you didn't, now you're reevaluating what you said and changing it around. To be clear. Let's be clear. Really? It's not an existing word? Do you feel like they just choose to ignore it? Because some people just choose to ignore what's going on, or they just don't want to deal with stuff. Is that how you feel, Fireblaze Jackie? Oh, I'm very calm, but I just feel like there's a way to talk to grown folks, and I just feel like if somebody's gonna be in here, they're gonna approach me right, or I'm gonna approach them just as wrong. But I'm calm. But I'm not gonna be talked to like you're trying to teach me something when you're coming at me. No, I'm not gonna do that. No, no. Because everybody can go and create their own life if they got a problem with what I have to say. That's all I'm saying. I approach people the right way. I always, you know what I'm saying, I always make sure I speak to everyone. I always make sure I have a conversation. We in here, we can have a conversation. I don't know, ignore you guys. I recognize you guys. I make sure that besides telling you how much I love you and I appreciate your support, I also put up videos to let you know I care. So I just feel like there's a way you will talk to me or we won't talk at all. You know what, Chris, I don't play that shit. you think I mean, I know you think it's funny. It is funny, but at the same time, you know me. Y'all know me. But my thing, it exists and it should be known, because what if they know they, you know what I'm saying, later on in life they could help somebody, you know what I'm saying, certain words they could say or be there for somebody to where they don't feel like that anymore, or they could help stop somebody in that situation if they knew. Well, thank you. You too, my kiddo too. I appreciate that. I know why you laughing at me too, Chris. And you know what? That's sad to say, Fireblaze Jackie. That is very sad. But there's some people like, let me ask you guys about this. When it comes to molestation, and there's family members out there that just completely want you to ignore it and say, oh, don't worry about it, or we don't want to ever talk about it again. How do you feel about stuff like that? No problem, Markland. Things happen. Not a problem at all. How do you all feel about that? How do you all feel about abuse and somebody being raped or molested and they tell a family member and the family member chooses just to ignore it altogether? Oh, just, don't worry about it. Don't bring it up no more, and want to act like it didn't happen, or they just don't believe the person in general. How do you feel about stuff like that? I think so. Absolutely. I feel like it's more damaging to the person because of the simple fact they're not able to deal with their issues. It's not being able to be talked about. So if whatever they feel is being numbed, I agree. My kiddo too. You know what? Me bringing this up because this is making me think about something I read about in the news. It was a 16 or 7-year-old girl, 17-year-old teenager, who actually, let me see here. She lived in the South somewhere. I don't remember where in the South she lived, but she lived in the South somewhere. Okay, and absolutely survivor. That's a great way to put it. I don't know if you guys remember this story or not, but I thought it was like really, really sad. To be honest with you, it was a girl who was 16 or 17 who was constantly being molested by one of her uncles. She got pregnant. She went into labor at the house. Okay. The family members were trying to, ignore the situation or whatever else. When the girl went into labor and had the baby, they actually was trying to push the baby back inside of her. They had the baby. One of the aunties cut the umbilical cord. They beat up the girl who just had the baby, and I think they put the baby on fire or something like that. I don't know, it wound up all coming. I remember hearing something like that about maybe a year ago. And I was thinking, wow, because they wind up, three of them, the auntie and two of the uncles, and one of the uncles that molested her went to jail. That was trying to find another auntie or something like that. And the girl survived. Can you imagine giving birth and then somebody jumping you? You know what I mean? I think they killed her baby from what I remember. Don't quote me on that, but I think something like that. I don't know, that whole situation just really bothered me. Yeah, it was really, really crazy. Very, very crazy. Oh, yeah, Markland. I remember seeing that. I think I saw that on the news. And I think, correct me if I'm wrong, the lady at the register, the cashier said, well, sweetie, you sure you want this color doll? That's the same one you're talking about, right? That's horrible. And I remember, I think that video I saw later on, the little girl was like, all I see is a pretty girl or something, like a pretty doll. She wasn't thinking about the race. I think that was the same one. Correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, I just thought that was absolutely horrible. Because kids they don't see color. They're taught that. They innocent. She sees a pretty doll she wanted. That's all she saw. But already you're trying to teach her racism, or put this thought in her, or inclination in her head already. Just sad. It's like that's not even giving a child a chance. This wasn't her mother. This was the cashier. So it's like, how do you say that? You don't have a right to even say to speak to her child, let alone say something like that. Absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. I don't get that. Absolutely. It's definitely a learned behavior. Absolutely. 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 I totally agree with that. Okay, I have a question. I'm sorry, I'm looking down. You guys, give me a second. I'm looking down on my other phone here. I do not want to eat none here. Exactly. She just cared about the beauty and playing with a doll. And I thought that was so cute and innocent. She was just the cutest little girl ever. And, it's just sad that this woman felt the need to say something like this to her. Very sad. And some people think racism does not exist. It's everywhere. Everywhere imaginable. Everywhere. Alrighty, people. How many of you put up a 4 if you can come back tomorrow and talk to me? Absolutely. If you're available tomorrow to talk to me on Memorial Day around 4 o'clock, put up a 4. Because I'm about to get off here. We've been on here for an hour. You guys know sometimes I've stayed on here 2 hours, 3 hours. We didn't stay on here 8 hours. I don't mind that, but I'm about to get me some food and I got to do some other stuff. Okay, great, great, great. Great, great, great. Cool, cool, cool. All right, everyone. Fireblaze Jackie, what about you? Okay, sound like a plan. My Kiddo 2, Chris King TV, and Marklyn McCleary. Okay, let's come back here tomorrow at 4 p.m. Okay? And we'll talk a lot longer and get into some more deep conversation. It's been a pleasure talking to you all. I appreciate the 6 thumbs up. Oh, are you in Cali? Okay, cool. Me too. I appreciate the 6 people in here, the 6 thumbs up, the 8 people that were in here. I appreciate you guys. Oh, no problem, sweetie. But can you come back? Love you much.